Ready?
Ready?
Hey, snitches. Welcome back to another episode of Snitchin'.
Get ready for the best part of your day.
Hey, Brit. How you doing?
Doing well, still recovering from our big weekend.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Brit and I went to a bachelorette this weekend in Foxwoods in Connecticut. I had like 10 hours of sleep last night and I'm struggling.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 8:30 last night and I think I had like 9 hours of sleep still.
Yeah. I just feel like my body just knows that I like pretty much abused it for 2 days.
I was gonna say abused it.
Yeah. No, I mean facts. But we
Oh,
had such a good
sucks.
time.
I know, it was worth it.
It was worth it. We had a great time. So I don't know if anyone has been to a bachelorette that's at a casino. It's what's up.
Yeah, yeah.
Highly
I
recommend.
totally got you to like casinos this time. I feel like you used to not like them,
Yeah, Brittany's always been a fan of Vegas.
which makes me seem like I'm like a certain type of person.
Yeah, I know. And you're not. Well, you don't even gamble, really.
I know, but I'm here to tell you that that is a stereotype that is not real.
Yeah, I'm here to back her up because I have only been to Vegas once. I went when I was 23. I was so broke, like it was next level. And I don't know, I kind of left that experience. Like I had a good time. I remember I went for my 23rd birthday, but I left there being like, Vegas just isn't for me. Casinos are just not my thing. I don't gamble. It's so like bright. I don't know. Um, but my tune has changed. And I think you really spearheaded that because I had a great time this past weekend.
Yeah, you just have to know, like, you just have to appreciate a casino for what it is, you know? My favorite part is that everyone's just there having fun. Everyone's in a good mood. Yeah, there's no rules, really. It's like you don't know what time it is. You don't know,
So true.
like, what day of the week it is. And you can just kind of walk around. Like, you don't have to drive anywhere. And this was my first time at Foxwoods, but I've been to Vegas like two or three times. And it's just so nice to be able to just walk around everywhere. Like you walk everywhere. They
Yes.
have everything there. Like there's a full mall. There's like flagship stores, restaurants, like everything is right there. And then it's a hotel. So like you literally don't leave. Um,
Yeah, we were talking about like the pros of being at the casino or doing a bachelorette or a weekend away at the casino. And you're right. First, so much walking. Like we are Fitbit gals. I love to get those steps
yes.
in. And we were
Same.
crushing the step count.
Crushing. I got 20,000 steps on Friday.
Girl, let's go. Like that's a win. So yeah, the fact that you can walk everywhere, like you said, there's so much to do. I did not realize that when you go to Foxwoods or I don't know what the other casinos are like, but it's not just a casino. They had like go-kart racing. They had more bars and restaurants there.
Yeah.
I mean, than you could even count. And then they had this whole mall, which we didn't get to shop a lot, but I would go back and go to that mall. They have a spa. Like they had
Yeah, we did the spa.
yep, we did the spa. So I appreciate that too. Just like a lot to do and no Ubers. It's just so convenient. Like when you have to meet for
Yeah, it was
dinner,
great for a bachelorette.
it really was like if you have to meet for dinner, you just walk down. Like you don't have to worry about anyone else. I feel like sometimes with bachelorettes, and not that this is like a knock, it's just that, when you Airbnb or you go away together as like a big group and you stay in the same place, like whenever you have to go somewhere, you have to coordinate as a group, leave as a group, get there as a group, figure out the Uber
Hmm.
situation. Like the casino life, freedom,
So much
freedom,
easier.
baby.
Freedom.
Yeah,
That's the headline for casinos.
that is the
Freedom.
headline. If you want to be free, you go to a casino because you are
Oh,
free
and
to
if you want to
burn.
people watch, I
Oh,
don't think there's a better place that exists.
no,
Just
truly.
sit at a bar or a restaurant, just watch people. You can do
Yes.
it all day.
Oh, all day.
All walks of life.
100%. Yeah, so we absolutely loved that. I will say when we first went down to the casino floor, we were like, "Oh, let's gamble a little bit. Let's lean in."
Oh yeah.
Don't gamble on the slots.
Yeah. I only gambled $20 and it was on the slots and I lost it instantly.
Same. Like, I mean, yeah, the only amount we risked was $20. So like at the end of the day, whatever. But there's just you can't, there's no like satisfaction in the win because it's pure luck. You're not like influencing this at all.
And it makes no sense. Like it's not like the slot machines you think where it's like you get four cherries in a row and you win and like you know what I mean? If they're like mismatched, you lose.
Right.
It's like it makes absolutely no sense. It's like a check, a star, a square, like winner. And then it's like four cherries, loser.
I know. Yeah.
So it's a little hard to follow.
Yeah. Um,
Um, so that was a downer, but
yeah. It's like that's the only thing I would advise not to do. Don't play the slots. It's not really worth it. Like go to
yeah.
a table. But otherwise, two thumbs up.
Or just don't gamble.
Or just don't gamble. That's fine too.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the best parts of the casino, freedom, is you can walk around open containers.
Oh yeah, we love that. We love the open container.
I love an open container. Are you kidding me? Okay, me and Brittany and Gina looked at each other. We are in the mall, just like
Yeah.
having an open high noon. I was like,
Yeah.
this is America.
And we were just like walking around. It felt like Sex in the City. Like, and music was all geared toward our age.
Oh my God. Perfect. They know what's up. They know the millennials are like, they're coming. They're coming in
Yeah.
droves.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the songs. What did you say? Suddenly I See. What's that from?
Suddenly I see it's from Devil Wears Prada.
Oh yeah. That's not that funny. We can
Like
edit
the
that part.
beginning when there's like different outfits, sequences.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Not really, but oh, we can watch that for a movie soon.
Oh yeah. I mean, I loved it. So we were saying last week we did movie of the week. We did Bridget Jones' Diary and Brittany watched it and we talked about it on the pod. So this week, our movie of the week, we need a movie. So Devil Wears Prada. I mean, I could always watch that. I've seen it though.
Oh, but or we want to do the Alex Cooper one.
I feel like let's do the Alex Cooper documentary.
Yeah. It's more timely.
Yeah. So anyone who's listening, all of our listeners,
Fun.
our two listeners, yeah, Bon, Gina, watch watch Devil Wears Prada this week, and then we'll talk about it on Friday.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
Wait, Devil Wears Prada or Alex Cooper?
Oh, I'm sorry, Alex Cooper. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, okay.
But anything else that we want to say from
About the
the
Bachelorette?
weekend? Yeah. Anything else to share?
No, I mean it was a blast. We had lots of fun. We did lots of dancing. We were out late. Yeah, and we were celebrating our friend Tina, who I think had a great weekend.
Yeah, I think she had a lot of
And
fun.
yeah, I feel like I don't know if there's anything that could have gone better, except maybe if you didn't lose your phone.
Yes. So I made it so
And
far.
she wouldn't let me tell anyone about it all weekend. It was this big secret. And now we're allowed to talk about it at the end of the trip.
Listen,
When I had to do all the work texting everyone, keeping in
all
touch
the
with
work.
everyone.
You had like two texts to manage. Okay. Also, yeah, I
I'm
know
not good at being that person though.
I'm so mad because like for backstory, I am someone who used to lose things, I would say regularly.
Yeah.
Regularly,
Oh, definitely.
definitely. But I've worked pretty hard in the past, I don't know, 5 to 10 years to not be that person. And then it just comes out. I made it so far into the night. It was like midnight. We have a photo. We have many photos of you in front of this like butterfly thing that I took
Yeah,
my
no one
phone. Yeah.
no one needs to see that ever.
No one can see that. Or they're like all blurry. But yeah, it was at midnight, like 12:05. And then I don't know what happened. You know what I think probably happened, knowing me? I probably took my phone into the bathroom, put it like just somewhere random on the
Mm,
stall or something, and then walked out. But
that
yeah, I
happens to
didn't
the
have a
best of us.
phone all day Saturday, which, oh yeah, that was a bummer. But it was
Yeah.
honestly
Well,
kind of freeing also not having a phone. Like I was just living my life, you know? No
I
one
can
freaked
understand
me,
that.
no stress. You got
Yeah, you're just in the moment.
in the moment. Me and Brittany did maybe overdo it because we did get kicked out.
I
We
mean, we should tell the whole story.
Okay, you go. You do it.
Oh, we want me to tell? Okay. So yeah, Friday night we went to dinner. We were like this was like late. We went to dinner and then we went to this other bar, Scorpion Bar, and we're like dancing and that was really fun. And then I feel like it was probably like midnight and we were
Yeah.
like, all right, like let's should we leave and like sneak off, which is
Because,
typical of us.
well, also because like, I mean, for anyone who knows, like the hangover is made 10 times worse if you stay up late. If you're in bed by midnight, like
Oh
the
yeah,
chances that you recover the next day are way higher.
way higher. Yeah,
So
that's the
we're
pro tip.
right. We're playing the long game. Like we're like, okay, we gotta go.
But there was also a million things around, and we were like, oh, let's go there. Let's just stop here. Let's go there.
We're very
And
easily distracted.
yeah, but I mean, we ended up stopping at like the first bar after the Scorpion bar, Wahlburgers, and we sat there apparently for the whole time. We're not the whole time, but for a couple hours. And
Yeah.
then our other friend Gina had stayed at Scorpion Bar, and she was looking for us and was calling us and went back to our room. Everyone else had like left from the Scorpion Bar probably like a half hour after we left.
Right.
And then they're all like, "Oh, where's Brittany and Kristen?" And we were at Wahlburgers, and yeah, Gina had to come get us. The people there, the bartender was mad at us because apparently we ordered something and we don't know if it was actually us that ordered it or someone
Yeah.
else. So yeah, we kind of got yelled at and kicked out of Wahlburgers, but then Kristen lost her phone. We figured out she FaceTimed Gina at 12:02, and then Gina met us at like 12:30 something, and the phone was gone. So it went missing sometime between the hours of 12 and 12:30.
Ugh, I was so close to making it home fully intact. But
Yeah.
you win some, you lose some. Another pro tip, or not pro tip, another pro for the casino. Everywhere,
Yeah.
if you lose something in a casino, you do not have to go retrace all of your steps for everywhere you were. They all just bring it down to like one central lost and found. So convenient. So like
Yeah.
the benefit was I knew basically right away that my phone was safe and I knew that they had it. But
Yeah.
yeah. Ugh.
But yeah, then you just wouldn't tell anyone.
No, I just didn't want to. I just didn't feel like telling people. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Well, now it's changed.
I'm telling everyone. So that was maybe
Snitching.
we're snitching. Exactly. We're telling the truth here.
Hmm.
I'm not
Hmm.
omitting anything here.
Hmm.
And I might have failed to disclose some of that information prior. So what, but yeah, no, we did have a really good time. And we were also talking at dinner. It was funny because like I feel like this is just a difference between the sexes. Like we were all at dinner the first night at Sugar Factory, and there's probably what, like 8 to 10 of us. And it's just like chit chat, gab, 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 gab. Like you never stop talking, which is so like female. And we were laughing because we had some guy friends who went to Foxwoods for a bachelor party. I don't know when, maybe a year or two ago, or maybe before that. I don't know. And we were like, what do you think they do when they go to dinner? Because every time I have gone out with like groups of guys, they just like
They're at their phones.
literally
Yeah. Legit.
legit they stare at their phone. If there's screens they'll watch the game, but like
Yeah.
they do not gab.
They barely talk.
What is that
They're
about?
like texting,
Like,
texting.
oh my god, thank god I'm a woman. I would hate that.
Yeah, I know, right? I would hate being staring at my phone all day. I mean, I feel like that's kids now too, which is scary.
Yeah, I was just talking to my dad actually about like my nephews when they go on, well, it's not specific to my nephews but just kids, so they're like 10 and they'll go on YouTube and they like will swipe up. And I had just listened to this episode. I think it was Armchair Expert, but it was a podcast, and they had, or I don't remember exactly where I heard it, but they had some specialist on talking about how like there's certain types of screens that are good and then for kids and some that aren't. And like television shows that we used to watch like actually aren't that bad because there was a plot. Like they have to follow along and use their brains to
Well,
think of like
that's
what.
totally proving my theory. Okay, keep going.
Well, yeah, I mean that like there's a plot, there's something they're trying to achieve, whatever. It like keeps their attention for a long time. But with like scrolling, there's no like there's nothing to really
Yeah,
critically think about. Like it's just, quick hits. And that's what's like detrimental to their development and like their attention span. So,
yeah. I
um,
know. Well, that's what I thought too, because I feel like when we were little, it was like you can't watch too much TV, not too much screen time, like limit screen time, blah blah blah. And I'm like, honestly, I mean, I'm not that great about limiting screen time. I like TV, I let my kids watch TV, but obviously, like, I mean, they go to daycare and stuff, like they're not watching it 24/7. But I'm like, honestly, I feel like TV, they learn stuff in TV. Like it's
yeah,
educational, and even like if it's not like Miss Rachel or like Sesame Street, it's like. even just like, yeah, following along to a story. So I did delete Connor's YouTube. I told him the government took it away.
I love that.
The government banned YouTube, so it's gone. But it's a scary place for kids.
Genius. Yeah, I mean, I find myself like getting trapped into it at night. I will doom scroll, and I find myself sometimes being like, you have been scrolling on TikTok or whatever for like an hour and like you're exhausted, go to bed. But I find like the compulsion to stay on it, to keep scrolling.
No,
And I'm
it's so
like,
fast.
it's so fast. And it's like, I don't know if it's habitual or whatever, but I'm not even like thinking about it. And then I mean, I have the conscious thought of knowing what's happening to me right now. Like I know that I'm like kind of addicted to this thing,
Right.
to put it down. So I can't even imagine like if you don't even really know how you're getting influenced, you know? But
And if you're still like at a age where your brain's like forming, like that's
mhm,
like becomes so much more like core to your being.
I know. But it's also so
Um,
hard. Like, I mean, if I had kid, I mean, I would give the screen. I just know I would. Like if
oh
I,
yeah.
you know, out to eat or whatever, like,
Yeah, I know. It's a tricky balance, but YouTube is a scary place.
yeah, the internet.
Um, but anyway, on to a lighter topic. Should we talk about the Grammys, the new Grammys category?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
trying to save our Taylor talk till last so that we're not overflowing you all with Taylor content, but
Yeah.
for
We'll
those of
save
you
our
interested, keep waiting.
keep waiting. We obviously have Taylor topics. Yeah, so there's a new Grammy category. It's best, I think it's best visual art. Is
Yeah,
that,
I like that. Like cover art, right?
let me look it up. Hold on one second. Grammy new category. Okay. New categories for the Grammys. For the 2026 Grammys, two more categories are being added. Oh, this is interesting. Best traditional country album.
What's that mean?
Well, the existing best country album category has been renamed best contemporary country album. Oh, that's so I wonder what that means. Like,
Is that like because Beyonce made like a country and like Post Malone?
I don't know. I wonder if it has to do with like what instruments, you know, that they are going to be using on their songs. Like, because I feel like a lot of people think that there's also like pop country, like the Luke Bryans of the world have kind of like made it almost like more poppy, I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
compared to, I mean, like 80s, 90s country, where I feel like it was a lot of guitar, banjo. I don't know.
Yeah, like grassroots, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I would think some of like the more pop country, um, like Luke Bryan, maybe, or maybe they're singing that's more and more. Because to me, I mean, traditional country is like singing about beer and trucks and dirt roads.
yeah, I feel that. It says that the definition of the new country contemporary one is like the intent is to recognize country music that remains reminiscent and relevant to the legacy of country music's culture. And then traditional country, that's contemporary. Wow, traditional country includes country recordings that adhere to more traditional sound structures of the country genre, including rhythm, singing style, lyrical content. Oh, so yeah, like the truck spear, all that, as well as
Mhm.
traditional country instrumentation such as acoustic guitar, steel guitar, fiddle, banjo, mandolin, piano. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, so it is about
Makes
that.
sense.
Like, yeah, I feel like some of those old country songs do sound different. I feel like country music has so many award shows. They have the ACMs, they have the
They
CMAs.
do. They
Now
do.
this, like, I mean, I like cool. I don't have any like beef with it. I don't really care. It's just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, it seems a little weird to me.
Yeah, me too. And then the other new category is best album cover, which that's pretty like I think you and I, because we talked about it a little bit before. I feel like we had almost initial different reactions. Like, what did you think?
I think that that's cool. I mean, to me, I feel like the album art is like a big part of the album. I mean, it definitely like, I don't know, it gives you like a first impression going in.
Yeah, I mean, I get that point when you said that. It does contribute to the overall art and like the album in general.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, I don't know, it's kind of for Grammys, like I do feel like it's music specific. Like I think of this as more of an art award than music award. And who gets, I mean, I guess the winner would be the album cover designer, but like does the artist also win that?
I would think so. I mean, doesn't like the artists also win if like they win for a song that they didn't write?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a little different. I don't know. I just feel like maybe the Grammys is like expanding the term art
Yeah. I
to be
think
not just about music.
I wonder if it's going to be one of those ones that like is actually awarded during the live show. You know how they have a bunch
Oh
of
yeah, it might
like,
not be.
and that's fine. I don't really care. I mean, I don't think it would be one that I wouldn't really care that much to see who wins it, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I would. I don't know. I
Yeah.
like the cover art. You know what I don't understand about award shows? I never understand is why there's like a female winner and a male winner in a lot of categories. You know, it'll be like best female artist, best male artist. It's like I don't know. I feel like actually like in the Grammys or like singing, that's like one arena where like you can put men and women in the same. Like I get it makes sense for like sports because
Yeah.
men are like physically stronger. But I've never understood why they have male and female categories for awards.
That's an interesting takeaway. I don't think I even really realized that. I kind of assumed that it wasn't that. It was best pop, best country, best rap. But
No, you know. I mean, maybe it's not the No, the Grammys definitely has best male and female,
yeah,
but like
honestly,
other award shows too.
well, I mean, album of the year, song of the year, like that's not gender specific.
Oh, good.
Um, neither is best new artist.
Yeah, no, I don't. I need best new artist isn't.
I don't think that they do, Brit.
Maybe I'm thinking of country.
I really don't know. Well, that's the thing about the Grammys. I don't really like when I watch the Grammys, I kind of pay attention to the big awards like song of the year, album of the year, whatever, but I'm not really watching the rest of the award show for the winners. I'll watch, to see the performances or I'll look them up after for the ones that I care about. Like this
Yeah,
year,
same.
I wanted to watch the Sabrina performance. I wanted to watch the Chapel one, but I'm not really paying attention to like the actual winners. And part of it, I feel like is because they don't really have like what they're winning on. Like I feel like there's no real, you never know why someone wins. It's just kind of, I mean, it's like all those award
I
shows.
know. It's
It's,
like a arbitrary, yeah.
but it is
Yeah,
funny.
look. Oh, sorry.
No, no, you go.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at the AMA's awards and they have favorite male pop artist, favorite female pop artist, favorite male country artist, favorite female country artist,
I mean, that is a little strange. I'm not seeing that for the Grammys. I don't know, but maybe
male hip hop, female hip hop.
it is weird.
Yeah, I've just never thought of, I mean, I've always thought that forever. Um,
But speaking of musicians, should we get into our Taylor talk? So Taylor, she's making news. So we're obviously going to talk about her again. She was
sorry.
sorry. Well, we kind of talked about her at the Stanley Cup because she was out with Travis, and we were talking about how like she must love being able to wear her heels and be
No,
like,
that was when she went to the wedding.
oh, when she went to the right.
We haven't talked
Okay,
about her
right.
going to the Stanley Cup yet. Yeah.
So her,
And she went to the hospital in, I forget where.
Florida, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So Taylor
she
was seen
loves
at the
Florida.
game 4 Stanley Cup with Travis, date night. I love the fact that she was drinking. I think it was a beer, Budweiser, out of a can with a straw.
I told you, I feel like lately I've been into straws all of a sudden,
Trendsetter.
and I feel like it makes me drink slower and it's just a better experience. And then Taylor Swift shows up with a straw on TV.
I mean,
Just putting that out there for everyone.
yeah, you're a trendsetter. What do you think of her outfit? She was wearing like she was wearing
It
a
was
set.
cute. I
It's
think it
like,
was like a romper.
yeah, it was like a romper. Um, Hair up. I mean, I
I
thought
didn't love the hair.
it was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
And then she was also seen at the Children's Hospital in Florida visiting patients. And there was a lot of footage and videos that came out of that visit. I feel like she does this a lot. She's kind of a staple at children's hospitals.
Like, wouldn't it's just crazy? Like, imagine if you could bring people that much joy,
I know.
like just by showing up somewhere. Like, not even like people that are actually sick, but even like all the nurses and the doctors and stuff. And like,
Yeah.
that must like feel. like really good for her and like satisfying, that like just by showing up, she can like make people's year.
I know. Yeah, it must be really satisfying. I feel like I love how she always introduces herself like, "Hi, I'm Taylor." She's so down to earth. I think that's a
Yeah.
very like charming thing that she does. I saw that
Yeah.
in a lot of comments on videos of her going in. It's like just how sweet she is to come in and say like, "Hi, I'm Taylor," or like, "Hi, can I sit here?" or like, "Hi, can I give you a hug?" Like she doesn't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? She's very good at like still maintaining like a sense of like being humble and being normal.
Yeah, like down to earth and relatable.
Yeah, 100%. Did you see the one? There was this one little girl who was like really cute and like went right up to her, touched her hair, gave her a hug.
No,
Yeah.
touched her hair.
Yeah. Like I feel like in the video, Taylor was kind of like, oh, like she was almost surprised, but she was kind of laughing
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it. It was really cute. I was like, you go,
That's
girl.
cute. I know, was it? I don't think it was this time. I think it was last time she went to the hospital. I remember there was like a story or something of like it was a children's hospital and there was like a dad there with the kid. The mom wasn't there and like she showed up and he was like, "Oh my God, I have to call my wife. Like, hold, can you just wait? Can you hold on? Can you stay here for a second?" Like, and like
Oh
called
my
his wife and
God.
he was like, "She's coming. She's gonna be here any minute." I was like, that would be Chris.
Oh my gosh. Yes. That's really funny. Yeah, no, those videos are always fun to see though.
Yeah, and I love seeing her at the Stanley Cup. They were hanging out with Wayne Gretzky, the great one.
I don't know much about
Um,
Wayne Gretzky.
I've learned from Connor. Connor,
He's,
my son is obsessed with hockey, so
who's his
I know
favorite
hockey.
players?
I mean, he loves Bobby Orr.
Oh,
He loves Connor McDavid and Connor Bedard because they're named Connor.
classic.
He likes Bergeron. He's retired now, but yeah, I can't remember any of the other ones. I can do the whole Hockey Legends alphabet though, A to Z.
Yeah, girl.
Do you want me to do it and you can edit it out if it's
Yeah,
not
do it.
funny?
Yeah, do
All
it.
right. A is for Alexander Ovechkin. B is for Martin Brodeur. C is for Sidney Crosby. D is Pavel Datsuk. E is Phil Esposito. F is Grant Fuhrer. G is Gordie Howe. H is Brett Hull. I, Jerome McGinley. J, Yamir Yager. K, Ken Dryden. JK. L is Guy Lafleur. Mark Messier. Scott Niedermayer. Bobby Orr. P is Patrick Waugh. Q is Bill Quackenbush. R is Maurice Richard. S is Terry Sawchuk. ST is Timu Solane. U is Norm Allman. V is George Vesna. W is next, right?
Yeah,
Wayne
sure.
Gretzky.
Oh,
Wayne
thanks for
Gretzky.
me.
And then X is Mario Lemieux, and then Y is Steve Yzerman, and then Z is Zdeno Chara. Go Bees.
Well done, Britt. I'm
Yeah,
impressed. Very proud.
that's my boy mom party trick.
Well, with that, snitches, that concludes episode 4.
Yay.
Great time snitching with you. We're gonna watch Alex Cooper's documentary this week, so watch it if you want to hear our recap. And thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Yay. Talk to you later.
Bye.